everybody. We are super excited to have both of these guys here with us on the Morning Blend.
What? Doing double duty comedy. Dobie Maxwell and Will Durst are both comedians with Wisconsin roots, and coming up tomorrow, for the first time ever and only once, they are doing a show together.
Unless it works. And then we'll do it again.
We'll do it again. Our second annual first of, yeah.
It's a show called Two Guys from Milwaukee. There was that movie back in the 40s with Jack Carson and somebody else, Dennis Morgan. And it was called Two Guys. But it's not just Dobie and me. It's also Art Kumbalik, you know, from the
Shepherd Express. So it's three guys from Milwaukee, really.
Three guys from Milwaukee.
He just couldn't make it here this morning, or what?
No, it says he's hosting the show.
Gotcha.
It's funny because people say our styles are so different.
Very different.
And it's like the band Earth, Wind, and Fire in Chicago got together. And people say, why would they get together? And then people go to the show and say, well, I like both bands. So you're going to like at least one of us.
Okay.
We've both been doing it for so long. And Will called up and said, hey, let's team up. It's like Friday the 13th, Mr. Lucky. It fits me. I'll take all the bad luck. He'll close the show. He'll throw heat. We're going to have a really good time.
I wondered how you guys met. Yeah, how did you, was it just on the scene, or was it through like Bumble or Tinder or something?
No, comedy.
Yes.
Grinder, yeah.
Yeah. Farmercomedy.com, whatever.
No, we met in the analog days.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just you go to bars and hang out and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Will was headlining shows when I was starting out, and it's just he was my comedy big brother always, and it was just such a treat to watch him work. He's a Hall of Famer. There's no way to doubt it. And I'm coming up the ranks, so it's just a fun time to get together. So we've been friends for a long time.
What do you specific, because I find this fascinating, what do you appreciate about Will's humor, comedy, and vice versa? What do you like about Dobie's style and how it's different maybe from yours?
Dobie is indomitable. He's like one of the irresistible object that never met an unmovable force. He just keeps going forward, and he gets audiences so that they laugh so hard. It's scary. It actually, no, there should be some sort of insurance thing.
Yeah.
Well, you busted gut. The good thing about Will, the great thing about Will is he writes so
Look at him. He's like, here
prolifically, and the stuff is current events. So as a comic, I can do jokes that are topical. He's got to work twice as hard because material gets eaten up 10 times as fast, and he's always at the top of the game. I've never seen him not.
Trump is.
Yeah, you just handed
Well, that's
a
the
gold
thing.
plate, a golden plate.
Well,
right?
like Trump or don't like him, I've been heckled by Donald Trump. True story, in Florida. Yes, I was. True story. I
Was
opened.
that your show?
He was at my show. I opened for Rosie O'Donnell about 20 years ago.
Wow.
And the comedy club manager said, Rosie has Donald Trump is coming in. We're going to make it when you're on stage. He'll
Because they had a
in the back."
feud, right?
Well, they did, but this is before that. They were good friends.
Yeah, they were close.
So I see the door open. I see him come in during the show. So all of a sudden, I'm about 20 minutes into my show. I hear, when are you going to get funny?
No way.
True. And I said the lights are off. I said, now calm down. I know who you are. Nobody else does. Just sit there and look stupid like you do at your desk all day, and we'll get along good.
Really?
Yeah, true story. So then he says something else. So I said, look, I'm going to tell everybody who you are, and you're going to look like an idiot. So the light guy turns on the lights, and it's Donald Trump. And everybody in the crowd, this big crowd, it's Donald Trump, it's Donald Trump, it's Donald Trump. It's Donald. So he holds his napkin up, white flag. And, oh, no. So I said, when am I going to get funny? When are you going to finish your haircut that started with an egg beater? True story. So at the end of the night comes by, and Rosie does really great, and the bodyguard comes up, Mr. Trump thought you were very funny. And they left, and they didn't pay their bill.
What?
It was in the West Palm Beach paper the next day. He thought the bodyguard paid it, so the next day he sent the bodyguard down to give $100 for the drinks. But they left without paying.
Wow, that's
True story.
Funny.
That's
Exactly.
awesome.
That's good.
Yeah, true
I like
You can't
that.
make that up.
Can't make
Yeah,
that
you
up.
know?
Heckled by Donald
Yeah,
Trump.
exactly right.
awesome.
Only me that would happen to.
That's fantastic.
I love that.
I love it. I think heckling makes you stronger as a comedian because you learn to shut that off and like be able to kind of do your shtick, but it's hard too.
You do it as long as we've done it, and you've gone through every obstacle 5-6 times. A waitress drops a tray of drinks, or there's a heckler, or there's.
I love when people come in late.
Yeah.
The things comedians do to the people that come in late.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's embarrassing. I want to know from each of you, who's the funniest, don't pick each other, that'd be boring. Who's the funniest?
Be more interesting than that.
Be interesting. Who's the funniest person that you know, even maybe just in your personal life? Doesn't have to be like a star like Jerry Seinfeld. Who's the funniest person you know?
There's a guy in San Francisco who's an improviser, and he's kind of famous now. His name is Greg Proops, and he's on the circuit. He was on that show, Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I heard of it.
Yeah, he's very funny.
Okay.
Okay.
Mean and funny.
Yeah. Anybody
way I
funny
like
in your family? Like, did you learn funny from anybody?
My dad and my mom, and because I have a brother
They're
who's
both funny? funny?
They were hysterical. I have a brother who's developmentally disabled, so he couldn't speak in language, but we could make him laugh by, looks and punching him and getting into a punch
A little
fight.
physical comedy.
So
Yeah.
making Marky laugh, that was the currency at the dinner table. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Deb?
I will say, not just saying it because he's on the show, Art Kumbalik is one of the funniest human beings ever. He writes funny. When you laugh out loud and he writes his column, I think he's just a funny guy straight up. And these guys are my influences when I came up. So to be able to be on the same show, it's a dream come true. It's great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Ew.
Do you guys think like being from Milwaukee or the Midwest helps your career? Does it kind of hurt your career? Because I know it can give you a lot of material, but at the same time, I wonder if people take comedians from the Midwest as seriously as somebody, from the East Coast.
I think being from Milwaukee helps because, that work ethic that we're taught from day one, and it's not beaten into our heads, but we just see it by example because our parents and everybody we know, works all day long, and when you get out to California, that's not the attitude that a lot of people have.
Yeah.
It's a nice day, we'll go down to the beach.
Right.
No, from
Not hustling.
Wisconsin, no, we just keep,
Plugging along.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's harder because everywhere I go, they have the stereotypes. You got cows in your house. You met cheese in your bag. Yeah.
I do. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
Beer 3 times. Well, whatever. But I think it's you have to go through the stereotype. You do.
Yeah.
Like Southerners too.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, the show's tomorrow. People can still get tickets. That's okay with you?
Sure.
Yeah, at Brown Paper Tickets.
brownpapertickets.com. I love the little caricatures of you
Cute.
guys. That's so cute.
That's a Bill Sanders for me.
Oh, that's
For the
adorable.
journal. Yep.
2 guys from MKE, Milwaukee. What'd you say, Katie? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Are you smoking? Friday. It's tomorrow, September 13th.
Oh, I am.
Good luck.
Oh, yeah.
Friday the 13th.
7:30
It is Friday the
p.m.
13th.
It's at Comedy Sportz, which is located on South First Street. You got to go. It's one night only, unless it's really good. 414-272-8888.
I wanna go.
Brownpapertickets.com. I love it.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
you guys.
Happy birthday!
Appreciate it.
Anniversary.
Happy birthday.